Chinese kids with student visas come in and try to buy G-Wagons like it has no weight whatsoever. As soon as the top 10% go vacant, the prices are going to get slashed. You're going to be f***ed. If you sit and rent for $2,000 a month, right, that's $24,000 a year. But while you rent, the market collapses below you and you buy a house for $100,000 cheaper. Never be the mother who buys the house at top price. Sorry. Drive to the house on a Friday night at 7 o'clock and see if they're outside drinking and lighting fires.
Dr. Oetker with 31 Australian.
Oh,
hey guys, big fan of the stream. I live in Sydney. It's like $2 million for a former crack house. Should I self-immolate at an open house as a form of protest, or just stick it up and buy?
Probably just suck it up and buy, you know what I mean? Put it in your buddy's name or something. Probably go ahead and put it in Gator Inc. Your business Gators Inc. Put it in your moly woolly. Buddy, I don't know. I can't make odds or ends of income. You know, you guys that are just priced out of the market by, if you're in an area where Chinese shell companies are buying all the real estate, they're gonna stop paying the bills. It's that simple. I don't know what to tell you. Canada's going through it. Australia seems to be going through it. Everybody's just gonna get stiffed by Chinese consumer debt. Like all foreign Chinese consumer debt we're just going to get stiff. The money will stop coming in. The loans will stop performing. There will be large That's just my bet. It's not financial advice. It's just my bet. It's what I'm guessing. How do I know? Because I watched straight up just Chinese kids with student visas come in and try to buy G-Wagons like it has no weight whatsoever. What do I think they're going to do with it? Do I think they're going to get it on a shipping container and ship it to their country? I know they can't do it with a house, so why would they do it with a G-Wagon? They can do it with the bags and the hats and the clothes, but they can't do it with the big stuff. It's just my opinion. So if you can't compete with that. So the best thing to do while that's happening, if that's the real beat on the street, and you're talking to real estate agents who are selling to, oh, I love my Chinese clients, they're the best. I'm sure you do, because they're paying without opening their eyes. So if you're in a situation like that, you're unfortunately gonna have to wait it out. In my opinion, I wouldn't be buying against a foreign machine at top price, because as soon as the top 10% go vacant, the prices are going to get slashed. You're going to be f***ed. And I said it last week, but I'll say it again. If you sit and rent for $2,000 a month, right, that's $24,000 a year. But while you rent, the market collapses below you and you buy a house for $100,000 cheaper. That's one way you can swallow the pill of not owning a home. Never be the mother who buys the house at top price. Sorry. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. I've seen people trapped inside houses. It's painful. I take it. I know there's a little bit of a hood next door to it. This picture right here tells a story. Right there. So you have an apartment house with a bunch of hillbillies living next door. Could be a problem. Go there at 8. If you're ever worried about moving into a hillbilly area with a bunch of pieces of shit and you're worried about how noisy they are, drive to the house on a Friday night at 7 o'clock and see if they're outside drinking and lighting fires. Drive to the house at 7 in the morning and see if they go to work. That's another way to test it. See what kind of people you're dealing with. If these are people that live at home all day on like disability and they're breeding pit bulls and like that and they're loud as that could be a problem. So go there. That's how you test the house. Go there when the trains go by. Go there at rush hour. Go there on Friday night. Go there on Saturday night. Sit in the parking lot with the engine off and listen to how loud it is.
Yeah.
That's a good way to tell. But what this house is and like where these things I like those pieces. Those are nice pieces. People like them. Could be really good with a cooler door. A little bit of work could be fat. The roof looks newer. I like it.
No, on this, I'm interested in this. It is about $100,000 cheaper than any other place like it. They are looking for a bidding war? ?
Oh, are they?
It would be a trade up, and I'd make a ton off my place.
Okay, so you want to take your money off? Now, I don't love Ontario market right now. I don't love any Canadian market right now, but I understand that you're in a position where you can make money. So, yes, if you have something to sell, sell it. Yes, that's very good now. You bloody. The interior finishing of this house absolutely sucks ass. I gotta be totally straight with you. The stone sucks. The flooring sucks. The furniture's too big, but that's not your problem. The above ground pool is not it. I hope you're stealing it. It's fine, but it needs, how much are we paying us? Oh, it's $477. Okay, it's not that bad. I mean, if you're truly getting an upgrade by way of square footage, I don't know where we're going in a house like this, right? For a house like this, where me personally, you don't make a lot of money in this house, okay? You got more beds, more baths. You have a better buyer, but you're paying more with a higher interest rate, right? Oh, it's 477 US. Okay. Okay.
See, Canada's not that expensive.
Yeah. See, it's only for, but typically, in houses where there's like 9 other ones around it, they're gonna trade exactly like the house on the side of it. And this house takes a lot of money for it to jump another grade. The grade of build is mid, right? So you have to gut the entire thing and finish the snots out of this thing for it to be a lot better. How much are you gonna make on this? Probably what you're really doing is you're making money on your Civic to buy a Suburban. Is that a good move? Maybe. Do you have more kids? Maybe. Does an above ground pool move the needle? Maybe. This house is not for me. I don't like these moves typically. You'll never find me doing these like new houses. I'm not impressed with them. They're pretty easy to sell because there's a lot of these NPC motherfuckers who buy shit like this. But this house in general is an NPC move with a neighbor that you're right on top of, which will service a transient doctor scenario. Long-term rental is good for it. But I'm not in love with the overall maneuver. I don't think there's a lot of money to be made. I don't think you're going to have a scenario where you're going to be doing the same thing you just did, if I'm just being honest with you. It's fine, but it's not going anywhere. If you're buying at the peak of the market, this is the first thing that drops down to the price point it should be at, which is if it's $649 Canadian, it'll drop down to back down to $500 in a bad market. And that could be you. You could wash away all your work. I would like something, if you've already done a good job making money and profit on a house, I would rather see you transfer your hard work into something where you can essentially do it again. And it's not an easy find. I'm not saying this is like easy advice, but this is sort of like this is a very mid play. It's like a very like, sure. You're paying too much, but you're selling your house for too much, but you're paying. So it's okay. I'd like to see you do it twice, and I think it's possible to do it.
Flying over to Baltimore, Maryland. Looking for your opinion on this as a first house. Thank you, Nick and Chris.
Oh, a little redone place. Baltimore home, huh? How much is this house? Nice, okay. The paint colors are, I'm glad they went with the Reese's Pieces paint scheme. The ribboning in the floor is original, so that's nice. The rehab that was completed is good. It's actually impressive. The paint is god awful, but it's okay. The IKEA, those are IKEA cabinets. I installed those before. Not a bad shell, man. It's kind of like the paint in the work is done. Basement's dry. Kind of clean, bro. Nice. What's the backyard? Is there a backyard situation, or is it just like it's all house, no maintenance, which is nice? Front porch is good. Needs a paint job, but whatever. It doesn't really need one. It just looks a little ridiculous right now. Did they buy this for 30 grand? 88? No, it's a good deal. Take it. I think Baltimore and Philadelphia are on the come up. They can't get any worse than they are. I know I'll get roasted for this. Philadelphia is on the come up. The cities that just had the hit are coming down. Austin, 235. It's a finished product. I'm not mad at it. Could you find one for 110 in rough shape? Sure. Do you want to come up with all the money out of pocket that these people already did? No, you don't. But this person spent 40 to 45 grand after buying it for 80, 120. What do they want? 220? Yeah. Offer them 185. Go dig it in, because when you give someone 100, I mean, they found the right area, right? We're in Baltimore, are you? Yeah, I like this area. I know exact. So I used to live right over here. Not live. I stayed here for like 3 weeks. like right here, and I loved it. I thought it was the best area. This road right here, yeah, Keswick Road, where the Hun is. How is this area in Baltimore, Chad? Is this good? I know all of it's shit, but like, yeah, no, I'm with this. I don't think that Baltimore and Philly can get any worse. I really don't. I think it's, and listen, I know it's hood, but people like it. Okay, I'm not.
Pigtown.
Yeah, right over here. I think I literally lived in like this house. Like it was literally like maybe this house or like it was right over here.
Baltimore.
In Baltimore. Yeah, and listen, you run into a fire. That's the way you make money in real estate. After Hurricane Katrina, we should have all went to College Park, Texas, or wherever. You know, it's just how it goes. Baltimore is obviously St. Louis, Baltimore, Memphis, all the hood cities, the ultimate murder cities, Kensington, crime, etc. They don't stay like that forever. Politicians have to keep their jobs. Something has to give. Academia is surrounded. They have enough money. They have to be literally collared because the universities could buy everything in town and snowplow the bums out. I liked it. I had a good time. People in Baltimore, it was hood, but I was having a good time. Yeah. Could I have gotten shot? Sure.
Yeah.
Would I have taken a bullet? It's just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore's always been shitty, but I don't know if I'm gonna look, some people like it. It's a great community. People I had a nice group of friends. Shout out to Heather Boaz and all the friends. Very nice,
pals.
Cool group of people. Took care of me, very sweet. I learned a thing or two about traveling around the country that year.